Have you ever found yourself staring at your phone? Frustration mounting, trying to find a simple contact number for an app you rely on? It's like searching for a needle in a digital haystack, isn't it? You're juggling schedules, managing clients, and then, bam, you hit a snag with your Jobber app, and all you need is a quick chat with support. But where's that elusive phone number? We've all been there. We're living in a world of instant communication. Yet sometimes the most basic information seems impossible to find. You dive into the app's help section, scroll through endless FAQs, and maybe even try a desperate Google search. But instead of a direct line, you're often met with a labyrinth of online forms, chatbots, and email addresses. It's enough to make you want to throw your phone across the room, right? But before you launch your device into orbit, let's take a deep breath and unpack this. Why is it so difficult to find a simple phone number for app support these days? And more importantly, how do we finally get that Jobber number we're after? Think about it. We're in the age of digital transformation. Companies are pushing for efficiency, automation, and cost reduction. And one way they do this is by shifting support channels from traditional phone lines to digital platforms. Online support is scalable, trackable, and, let's be honest, often cheaper to maintain. However, this shift has a downside. It can leave users feeling disconnected and frustrated. Sometimes you just need to talk to a real person, especially when dealing with urgent or complex issues. That's where the frustration sets in. You're not just looking for a solution. You're looking for human connection. Now, let's talk about Jobber specifically. Jobber is a powerful platform for service businesses, helping them manage everything from scheduling and invoicing to client communication. It's a lifeline for many entrepreneurs and small business owners. But when something goes wrong, or you have a specific question, you need answers fast. You might have tried the usual suspects: checking the Jobber website, scouring their help center, or even browsing through their social media channels. But the phone number remains hidden, like a secret code. So what's the deal? The reality is Jobber, like many tech companies, prioritizes its online support channels. They invest heavily in their knowledge base, tutorials, and chat support to provide users with quick and efficient solutions. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Often, you can find answers to common questions faster through these resources. However, it doesn't address the fundamental need for human interaction when you're facing a unique or urgent problem. Let's break down the typical support journey for a Jobber user. You'll likely start with their help center, which is actually quite comprehensive. You can search for articles, watch videos, and find answers to a wide range of questions. But if you can't find what you're looking for, you'll probably move on to their chat support. Jobber's chat support is generally responsive and helpful. You can often get your questions answered quickly and efficiently. But again, it's not the same as talking to a real person. There's a certain level of reassurance that comes from hearing a human voice on the other end of the line. So, how do we cut through the noise and find that elusive phone number? Well, it's not as straightforward as you might hope. Jobber, while emphasizing digital support, does offer phone support, but it's often reserved for specific situations or for users who are on certain subscription plans. This is a common practice in the tech industry. Here's the key. You often need to navigate through their online support channels first to reach phone support. This means that if you are having trouble with a feature or you have a specific question that the help center doesn't address, you should start a chat with their support team. When you're in the chat, be clear and concise about your issue. Explain what you've already tried and why you need to speak to someone on the phone. Don't be afraid to be persistent. Sometimes, simply asking for a phone number is enough to trigger a response. Other times, you may need to escalate your request. Be polite but firm. Explain that your issue is urgent and requires immediate attention. Another approach is to check your Jobber account settings. Some subscription plans include dedicated phone support. If you're on a higher tier plan, you may have access to a direct line or priority support. You can also try reaching out to Jobber on their social media channels. While they may not provide a phone number directly, they can often direct you to the appropriate support channel. In some cases, users have reported finding a phone number by searching through older support documentation or forum posts. However, these numbers may not always be up-to-date or accurate. The lack of a readily available phone number is a reflection of the changing landscape of customer support. Companies are investing in digital channels to improve efficiency and reduce costs. But it's important to remember that human connection is still essential, especially when dealing with complex or urgent issues. So, while Jobber may not prominently display their phone number, it's not entirely hidden. By navigating through their online support channels and being persistent, you can often reach someone on the phone. The key takeaway is to be patient and persistent. Don't give up. Start with their help center and chat support, and then escalate your request if necessary. Ultimately, the best approach is to be prepared. Familiarize yourself with Jobber's help center and support resources. This will help you resolve common issues quickly and efficiently. It's also worth considering upgrading to a higher-tier subscription plan if you require dedicated phone support. In conclusion, finding the phone number for Jobber app can be a bit of a challenge. But by understanding their support structure and being persistent, you can get the help you need. The world of digital customer service is evolving, and it is important to understand how to get the help you need when you need it. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.